Hi, how's it going? In this video today, we are going to talk about the natural versus fake dichotomy that so many people in the Black community keep and continue to perpetuate. This is a response to the Kendrick Lamar video because I feel I didn't go into too much detail about it because I got tired of talking about Kendrick Lamar for 20 minutes because he just irks me, okay? I'm not someone that's going to sit here and say that I hate his music and his music sucks, but Kendrick Lamar as a person, just as someone that talks, he irks me. And I would never go to a Kendrick Lamar concert. I would never look to Kendrick Lamar as this pro-black man. I would never, because Kendrick Lamar is fake to me. And here's what annoys me the most. The same people that say things like Kendrick Lamar is better than Drake because Kendrick Lamar is dark-skinned, of course, are mad because people feel as if Kendrick Lamar didn't go into great detail about natural beauty because the woman in this video was light-skinned. And Black women were rightfully pointing that out, and people were saying, well, you can't just erase her blackness. But these people were sitting here saying that Drake was a culture vulture because he wanted to embrace a part of blackness that wasn't his blackness, but at least he was trying to embrace that because, as I said, this is a man who grew up in Canada, and there's a great immigration population of Black Jamaicans. So y'all keep bringing up the fact that Drake grew up Jewish with his white mother in the suburbs of Canada. So probably the only Black people he ever met or saw were Black Jamaicans. So that was his Black culture. Outside of visiting his father in the summer and going to Memphis, Tennessee, and hanging out with the Black people there, the majority of times that he spent with his mother, that was probably the Black culture that he was getting. So y'all need to have nuance when speaking of certain people, because there are plenty of times where you can talk about the ignorance of some Black people or coons or fake woke people who will say things like, this person ain't pro-black because they are light-skinned and they have blonde weaves in their head. And, I'd rather listen to Lauryn Hill than Beyonce. I said on one of the Facebook posts that out of Beyonce, Sade, Erykah Badu, and Lauryn Hill, Sade and Beyonce are my pro-black queens because Erykah Badu with her 4C hair is kind of a hotep. I love her. But when it comes to content and context, I prefer light-skinned biracial Sade and light-skinned Beyonce to those two women. And Lauryn Hill with her dark hair, dark skin and dreads. She's a very pretty woman, but I'm not here for her slut-shaming song, Do Wop That Thing, her respectability politics towards Black men and women. So yes, I prefer, there's a situation where sometimes a light-skinned person is a lesser of two evils. And I had to learn that the hard way about Marcus Garvey and W.E.B. Du Bois, where while Du Bois had said some things that were colorist, color-struck, I'm not saying he's any better, but Marcus Garvey also had problematic politics about how African Americans aren't, real Africans, or, we're kind of, we need to be taught how to be real Africans. That was kind of his philosophy. We need to be taught to be civilized Africans because we are whitewashed African Americans who are these high yellow bastards. And that was very problematic. And I do love some of Marcus Garvey's philosophy. A lot of the stuff that Marcus Garvey said, I was with it. I was down with the Garveyism because I wanted this whole go back to Africa movement. I wanted this whole, we are African and fuck white supremacy, fuck this Americanized idea of being a Black person where it's mostly light-skinned people like W.E.B. Du Bois. And I think W.E.B. Du Bois, for the most part, is, a coon. That Black Monkey comment, I don't want to honor someone that says something like that, but then you also have to look at the point where W.E.B. Du Bois was coming from, not with the monkey comment, but just this whole, he didn't like that whole, trying to tell African Americans how they should live their life and trying to police their culture. And I think that was, kind of how it went both ways, where Marcus Garvey was saying things that were disgusting, and so was W.E.B. Du Bois. I feel like in both cases, they both need to sit the fuck down. And if they were still alive today, they need to repent the things that they said. They really do. Because a lot of people, I'm not going to sit there and say they need to go to hell. But if they do have a chance to go to heaven or hell, they need to repent, because I just do not support the things that was said. But I do agree, like, a lot of people are kind of coons or hoteps or fake deep people that will sit here and invalidate a person's blackness based off of the color of their skin, or because they have weave, or because they dye their hair blonde. I don't agree with people that say that black women who get blue eye contacts, aren't real black women. Because it's funny how people want to defend black women who actually have those features and say, you can't invalidate their blackness. But then when a dark-skinned black woman gets blue contacts or she wears a blonde wig, then suddenly she's not authentic. So there's time and places to talk about that whole let's not invalidate a person's blackness, but you do it when it's convenient. You do it when you don't want to look color struck. You want to sit here and say, I love my black queen, but then the only black queens you date are light-skinned women. Light-skinned women who are racially ambiguous with blue eyes and blonde hair or loose curls. Those are your type of black women that you call naturally beautiful, but you only like naturally beautiful women with features that you desire. So don't sit here and say we need to all be natural, but then shame women who don't look like the natural women you like. And this is how it ties into my natural versus fake. I'm sick of black men with their Munchausen by proxy syndrome, where they can sit here for years, abuse black women, tell black women that they aren't worthy, make us feel undesirable, make us feel hideous, a terrible group of people, and then sit here and say, I didn't do it. White supremacy did it. The white man did it. We've been saying for years that we love your natural beauty. Oh my God, what's wrong? Oh, let us protect you from white men. See, that's how it is. And like I said, I don't like to be saying people have this and that, because I'm just speaking from a metaphorical perspective of how, Munchausen by proxy syndrome is a type of abuse, particularly child abuse, where parents exaggerate symptoms of what a child has, or even creates those symptoms, and then the child gets very sick. And then a point of the whole charade is the parent wants to feel like a good parent. The parent wants to feel as if they are taking care of the child. It's a mental illness, and it's not something to make fun of, especially when it harms the child in particular. But everyone is always bringing up how black people have Stockholm syndrome, we have PTSD from slavery, and they always want to prescribe us with mental illnesses and syndromes. But how a lot of black men display towards black women is clearly antisocial personality disorder, or Munchausen by proxy, where they want to sit here and exaggerate what we have, call us insecure, say that we're all of these things, and then sit here and say that it's not black men that's doing it, it's something else. Like, that's what it seems like to me, how black men are always claiming that they always love natural beauty. They always love the full lips, 4C hair, dark skin. And they want to turn around and say, you're just mad because not everyone likes 4C hair and dark skin. First of all, people only just discovered what 4C hair was. So don't sit here and use terms that you don't fully understand. You sitting here saying, oh, you just mad because I don't, look at 4C hair as the most beautiful. Bitch, first of all, 4C hair wasn't even considered beautiful all this time in the natural hair movement. And now that you discovered what it was, and now people are starting to embrace it, you're mad because people aren't sitting here trying to be impressed by loose curls. I'm sorry we weren't impressed by that girl with the loose curls, with her hair pulled into a bun. And then he's like, show me something natural. And she walks out with long hair. And that's a fantasy a lot of black girls have, where they wish they could go natural and have naturally long hair like that. That's unrealistic. Most of us have natural hair that's like my hair in some of my videos, put up in a puff or in an afro. That's how it is. So if you're really about that natural Richard Pryor look, then actually get a girl with a natural Richard Pryor look. That's not Richard Pryor hair. That's not an afro, okay? That's a Brazilian weave. Someone pointed it out, like, that's like a Brazilian weave. And that may be her real hair, or not. I don't know. But it would be very funny if he's saying be natural and that's not that girl's real hair. It would be very funny. I hope not. But I just hate this whole misogyny of, if you wear makeup, then you are fake and it's a character flaw. But I don't want to call out men that put that burden onto you that you have to wear makeup to be pretty. Like, everyone is so quick to blame women for everything, but they don't want to get to the root of the problem because they are scared. They are cowards. They don't want to say it's men because they know a lot of men will probably drag them, or they are afraid of men because they don't want to risk getting their ass beat, or they don't want to risk getting humiliated by men because they feel men are strong and powerful. And that's why I love Keith Powers, because I watched a video of Keith Powers just dragging men and saying, like, nigga, like, check your girl, you know, free her. If you want to sit here and stalk your girl and mad because she's following a celebrity, then free her. And it was funny because you rarely see niggas just drag men like that. So yeah, I like to see more of that. So many people are quick to drag women, but then when it comes to men, we want to be nice. We have to look at it from a different perspective. That's why I say how I feel about any and everyone. No one can sit there and say I talk about women in a condescending manner, because I say the same thing about men. Like, I call everyone bitches, cunts, hoes, anyone who pisses me off and is an outright bigot. Like, no one gets a different type of treatment than the other. Just like with Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj isn't someone that's sitting here only attacking women. And I think that's a misconception, because she's attacking the boys as well. She's attacking male rappers. But people are so focused on Nicki only attacking female rappers, which it's the game. You know, she has to sit here and say that she's the queen of rap. I don't understand why you are so offended by Nicki Minaj calling herself the queen of rap when that's how it is. And you want to sit here and say we all need to get along as women. As women, we don't have to get along. As women, just because we don't have to do anything for the performative of men watching, or for the for men. Ooh, Tana Mojo's have a new video. Sorry, it popped up on my phone. Yeah, we don't have to be performative for men to approve. Like, I'm sick of this whole don't call each other bitches and hoes, because if you do, then men will call you a bitch and a hoe. And this goes back to that whole light skin versus dark skin, where black men are always sitting here saying, I don't understand why light skinned women and dark skinned women don't get along. Why do you care? Like, this is weird to me. I don't understand why men care so much whether a black woman gets along with another woman or not. Because unless you want to have a threesome or see some girl on girl action, there's really no reason for you to be pressed over a black woman not liking another woman, because that's weird to me. Why should we have to perform affection for your male approval? Because that's what it seems like to me. Like, you know, with being queer, being a part of LGBT, a lot of times women that are bisexual or lesbian or pansexual are fetishized, and, you know, this whole female queer representation is for men to basically get turned on by. Like, you know, if we are affectionate towards each other in an intimate manner, then it's sexy for men. So I'm looking at it like, men, why do you care if black women like certain women or not? Like, it seems like you are trying to project your attraction to both women onto us getting along so you can have us both. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me. It's kind of weird. So, anyway. Oh, I went on another tangent. Okay, let's go back to the the natural versus fake movement that a lot of black men are on. It's misogynistic. You can't sit here and shame women who feel ugly about themselves and want to do anything they can to not feel and be ugly. You can't shame women who are trying to do things that you told them to do. You literally told us that we are ugly and we have to change our appearance for you. You literally told us that in order to be seen as women and human and worthy of love, we have to look a certain way. God forbid if Little Kim did something like that. If you really want to help her, then you would actually talk about the issue. You would be like me and sit here and explain why women do the things that they do. But you're not, because you are a man. And as so many people pointed out, black men are terrible at talking about black women in hip hop. They really are. You suck. Kendrick Lamar, the song sucked. The beat was okay. Like, at first when I heard a beat, I thought, and this beat kind of is shitty. But once I listened to it, I'm like, okay, I can nod my head to it. But that's about it. Okay? And I don't so much as hate Kendrick Lamar, but I hate his stance. I hate how every time he releases a song, people just act as if he is, you know, the almighty great. And they want to forget about the fact that he told people that what happened to Mike Brown was terrible. But if we don't respect ourselves, how can we respect racist white people how can we expect racist white people to how can we expect racist white people to respect ourselves? And then, like, see, this is the thing. Like, everyone was calling Kendrick Lamar out, but then when he releases a new song and says some fake ass shit about how he loves natural women, then suddenly y'all act like he's a womanist and that he loves black women. I want to say right then and there, Kendrick Lamar did not celebrate black women. He celebrated black women based off of how he found them attractive. If you think that's okay, if you think that's a compliment, if you can't look at it from, well, he's only looking at black women from how they look, then you don't really need to be having this conversation with me. And this guy that I used to talk to said on his Twitter, well, if I were to meet a girl that had natural beauty and features over a girl with tons of makeup, I would choose that girl 10 times, or like 10 out of 10 times. She's probably a light-skinned Latina, because I know that's the type you like, because you always liking Sin Santana, because I used to talk to him, and this guy, I don't really like this guy anymore. Like, I try to reach out to him like a couple of times, but he's clearly a jackass. And I know his ex is a dark skinned girl, but it's clear he's talking about certain types of features. You want a light skinned girl with loose curls, and that's your ideal of natural. And I know it is, because when people think of natural, they think of light skinned girls with like green eyes and full lips, the acceptable black features, light skin, but you still have to have the full lips, you still have to have the ass, the curly hair, something like that. And then sit there and say that's natural. Authentic black girl is something that you fetishize. You fetishize dark skin and afro, fat asses, big hips, full lips. That's something you fetishize. And that's why people were criticizing Kendrick Lamar for the fact that he has a dark skinned girl and all she is ass. But the lighter skinned girl with the loose curls, she gets to be beautiful all the way around. It's a shame. It's really a shame. And with this whole makeup thing, like, I'm against makeup. I feel people who are against makeup are insecure, who are jealous because they already feel plain without makeup. And then when they see a girl with tons of makeup on her face and glitter, and she looks like, an ancient goddess, like an East African, North African, West African goddess, then y'all want to sit here and say, it's not about makeup. Shut up, you plain Jane. It's always lighter skinned girls or white girls that want to sit here and call out black girls with dark skin wearing a face full of makeup. Because I've been in situations where I would be dressed up and I have my face full of makeup, and then I would see some white girls that would call each other pretty and say, oh my God, you look gorgeous. And then like just look at me, stare at me, like refuse to acknowledge that you look nice too. I've been in situations where white girls would just refuse to say that I looked nice when I would dress up. Like they would really like just do the most. But then when a white girl wears makeup, it's like, oh my God, I love your makeup. Like, it's so pretty. How did you do it? But when a dark skinned girl or a black girl that was clearly black would wear makeup, they would just look at her, not say anything. And I would think that is so rude. Like, you could at least say she looks nice. Like, and it's not every situation. Like, I have white girls that are very sweet to me that say I look pretty. Like, it's not every white girl, but I've been in situations where they would just like stare at me, like just really stare at me. If you think someone looks nice, just say it. Like, I understand people are shy and they don't want to like be weird, but it's not that type of situation, because I walk in and I see black girls, especially black girls who are continental Africans, saying, oh my God, I love your braids, which means so much to me. Like, they will see that I'm wearing a dashiki, or they will see that, I have my hair in an Afrocentric fashion, and they'll look at me and just, oh my God, like, it's so beautiful. Like the most compliments I get on my braids are from black girls, or black girls that are from Africa, or aren't African American. Like, the majority of the time when I go to festivals, like, I get so many compliments from African girls or Caribbean girls, and it just warms my heart. Like, yes, that's the type of diaspora unity we need. But I just feel that's what makeup shaming comes from. Like, you feel plain, and then you see a girl that knows how to apply her makeup that looks fierce, and you want to sit here and be anti-makeup just to move goalposts so it can benefit you. Because with or without makeup, you're not going to look so cute, honey. Like, I've seen people like wear makeup and it just did not look right on them. And you know, some people I think look better with makeup, or no, some people I think look better without makeup than with makeup. It's all about how to apply. Like, I've been in situations where I didn't always apply my makeup the right way. I would put on colored eyeshadow, you know, I just, you know, didn't know about foundation, you know, just a couple of years ago. And I'm still getting better because, you know, as someone who is autistic, you know, autistic people for many of us, you know, a lot of our grooming habits, you know, weren't there as children, you know, like I didn't have good skin as a child, you know, but once I started taking care of it, you know, drinking more water, you know, it cleared up. So yeah, like a lot of us are getting better with our grooming habits, but I do think when it comes to makeup, I think you should focus more on your skin care, your skin complexion versus just putting on makeup. Because if you don't take care of your skin, then what's the point of wearing makeup? That's how I feel. I feel like you need to take care of your skin first. You need to wash your face. You need to drink plenty of water. You need to eat well, eat fruits and vegetables. Take vitamins if you have to before you can start just putting makeup, because I think makeup can make your skin worse. That's how I feel. I feel if you're going to be wearing makeup, don't wear it every day. Wear it when it's appropriate. Like, you don't have to wear makeup every day. I feel like just washing your face, just, you know, taking care of your skin, putting on lotion, I think that's good enough. And that's a proper dialogue for how to talk about how girls depend on makeup to be pretty or to have nice skin. And I think first, if you are someone that doesn't have the healthiest skin, I think you should focus on taking care of it. I think you shouldn't wear makeup. Don't wear makeup. I think you should take some pills or vitamins. Get something that is good for your skin. I'm doing Noxzema. I heard Ambi was pretty good for black skin, because black people tend to have thicker skin than other people, which by thicker skin, I don't mean that we can take more pain, but we have different textures with our skin. You know, certain races of people, we even have different textures with our skin. Do something like that first. I mean, you can wear makeup, but try to get makeup that's hydraulic. Get makeup, you know, that's, you know, good for your skin, you know, something that doesn't clog up your pores, especially foundation. Do something like that first, because I personally don't think you should be wearing makeup every day. I stopped wearing makeup every day because my skin was breaking out, and this woman told me that foundation is actually not very good for my pores, and I should just really focus on like just having clear skin. So I did. I did, and my skin has gotten a lot better the less I wore makeup. But Kendrick Lamar wasn't talking about that. He was just saying, I don't like fake bitches. Shut up, bitch. Be humbled. Be natural. You know, show me something that I like, okay? You know, show me something that I fetishize in black girls, you know, like show me something natural. Show me a fat ass with stretch marks. And as someone said on Twitter, what guy hasn't said he likes stretch marks? What guy doesn't like stretch marks? He just said something that he heard black men on Twitter say. Plenty of men like stretch marks. That wasn't revolutionary. You just said what you think we want to hear. And that's all Kendrick Lamar is. He's performative. He is. I personally don't agree with that whole you have to wear makeup to be pretty. I don't agree with this whole you ugly because I got a face full of makeup and you look like trash and you need some foundation. Like, I don't agree with that either. Like, I don't think we have to always look dolled up just to go out. I mean, that's why I kind of stayed away from makeup for a while, because I don't agree with that as well. But if I do wear makeup, it's for my own personal taste, not because I want to impress anyone, but just because it makes me feel confident. But having a clear face can also make you confident as well. Like just washing your face, you feel so much more fresh when you wash your face. But yeah, I don't agree that little girls should be wearing makeup at 10 years old. I don't know, like, I don't agree with that. I think that girls should just grow up and, you know, like, embrace their natural beauty too. Like, I don't think we should tell girls how to be on fleek at 13. I don't agree with that. But regardless, a lot of girls are going to be doing that, and we need to just tell them how to take care of their skin, how to take care of themselves, and that they are beautiful from the inside out, because every little girl should feel beautiful about themselves. Every little girl should be told that they are pretty. So that's my take on natural versus fake. If you are fake, I love you. I mean, not that you're fake, but if you wear makeup or if you get plastic surgery, I love you. If you are natural, I love you. Men should love women for being themselves. If you feel like a woman isn't herself because she's wearing makeup, or if you can't take a woman seriously because she's wearing makeup, then you're superficial. You are shallow, because my wearing makeup has nothing to do with my character. I'm not wearing makeup now, but it has nothing to do with whether I'm a good person or not. Makeup is just an art. And a lot of people just don't appreciate that art. A lot of people just don't understand it. I wouldn't want to be with a guy that can't freak out when I have my face all full of makeup, okay? I don't want to be with anyone who doesn't think makeup is awesome. I want a guy to flip out when he sees me all dolled up. Because if you can't get excited for your girl being dolled up, then you're not crazy for her. I hate to use the word crazy, but you're not wild for her. That's all I have to say for now. Peace out.